E10. Oh, here we go. Okay. These are all trailer shots that we've seen before. Well, one of them wasn't, but... All right.
Hello and welcome to the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom launch event here from the Nintendo New York City store. It feels so good to say that. I'm your host, Camille Salazar-Hadaway, and that is right. We are counting down the moments till the Legend of
Maybe
Zelda
I don't need
Tears
to
of the
have the
Kingdom
auto-generated
finally
captions
reaches
on.
your hands and you could jump back into Hyrule with Link. Now, as I mentioned, Link's here. Yeah, you can see him. Look at him.
Yeah,
Doesn't he look
we've
so
seen
cool?
that statue before.
Look at that statue. All
It's
of
pretty
the
good, though.
detail is just getting me so excited to talk to some fans, to also just hop into the game, but also see Times Square because Link's in two places at once. That is right. If you're a gamer and you happen to be watching the stream from Times Square, well, guess who's watching you? That's right. Link, Zelda, and Ganondorf are definitely doing that because, of course, we are here to celebrate the highly anticipated game. And tonight, we're going to be showing you some great gameplay coming out from the Nintendo Treehouse team tonight. Now, with that happening, I do want to say that tonight's segments will not include story spoilers, but instead, we'll show you how to play
I didn't
through
want
Tears
story
of the Kingdom
spoilers,
in some unique ways that you haven't seen before. So there's lots of cool stuff that you're going to see. And you know what? We're going to throw in some surprises along the way as well. Now, with that said, let's get started with our first look at the game tonight with the Nintendo Treehouse team diving deeper into some of the new abilities Link has in The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
So are they just going to do this like they did it for Breath of the Wild, where they played through the Great Plateau in Breath of the Wild? So I'd assume they'd be playing through the Great Sky Island here.
Hello, and thank you for joining us for Nintendo Treehouse Live. I'm Sam, and I'm here with Jose and Kendra, and today we have the pleasure of showcasing some gameplay from The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. We're not going to talk too much story today. We're going to leave that for you to discover. Instead, we're going to focus on some of the new elements of this game and specifically how the new abilities will change the way you experience and explore the world of Hyrule. So, Kendra, can you get us started and tell us about what we're looking at?
Yeah, so we are here on the Great Sky Island, and as the name implies, we are up very, very high. Jose is doing
No Rivali scale?
Zelda Crouch.
Oh, man.
Well, not Zelda Link, obviously, but anyway, back on track.
Oh, no, they just
as you
crouched
may notice,
with,
Link's right arm
L3.
is looking a little bit different today. We're not going to get into the why, but we do just want to state the obvious. His arm looks very different, and actually, his arm directly correlates to the abilities that Sam was.
Oh, gee, that wasn't obvious.
We're going to get into that, but yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Sam, why don't we show folks the ability wheel real quick?
Yeah. So, if you hold the L button down here, you've got this new radial menu, and this is how you'll select the abilities. Anuma-san introduced
what
these
does that
abilities
say
in
it
a
was
video
called?
a couple of weeks ago.
The one with the north?
But really briefly, over to the right, we have Ultra Hand. This allows you to items in the environment to make contraptions. You have Fuse at the bottom. That allows you to attach materials to weapons, shields, and arrows.
What is...
You have
Is that a
Recall,
flower?
which will allow you to rewind an object's movement.
Oh, I think that's a
Finally,
Zaflina.
at the top, you have Ascend, which will allow you to pass
The electric
material
Zaflina
above
from the
you and
Gerudo
emerge
Desert.
on top of it. Now, I know that was a really brief
Nope.
description, but don't worry too much
Damn
about that
bold.
because we're going to be showing all of that stuff today.
Why would you want to fuse that
So
to a
I've got
weapon?
an adventure plan for you guys, and first, we're just going to do a little scouting. Pro tip for anyone who's played Breath of the Wild, or if you're coming to this game for the first time, is always try to scout from up above, and you'll see here, from the slightly elevated position, we can see that we have a little camp of soldier constructs. So I'm going to just drop a pin there, and you'll see that on my map.
Yeah.
I left a pin there to come back to, just for myself, just so I can sort of make my way here. But first,
What
during
is...
the opening, I don't know.
Is that
if folks
another
know this,
Korok?
but there's a little island
Wait,
Yes, please.
that's
I
the
was
same
gonna say,
thing
we've
that
been
the one
running
in
by a
the
lot of
Onuma
stuff.
presentation said.
Maybe.
Well, it's partly because some of the stuff in my inventory you're not
Oh,
really going to have.
he
when you
has
get
that
to this point in the
Goron
game.
backpack.
We're going to talk about that. But we have
first,
a friend in need.
yes,
Yeah.
a friend in need. Oh my
Huh.
goodness! And we
Oh,
gotta
that's
wonder
so adorable.
how this little creature, which is a Korok, obviously, got here with this giant pack because it doesn't really make sense to me.
What's
but
his friend's
we're gonna
name?
help them out.
Yeah. So traveling with their friend and got separated. We can see the camera will show us where that friend is, that green plume of smoke over in the distance.
Oh,
And this is a little puzzle that we're going to solve here on the Great Sky Island. As a quick bit of setup.
Sorry, real quick.
What?
The Korok said it was too tired, and that's why it can't move.
See this backpack?
Yeah. I mean, look, I
The
can't.
rock.
I
yeah.
can't blame.
Yeah.
I
don't
play
think
video
that a
games the same
normal
way, just
Korok
collect
could pick
everything
that
until
up.
I can't move anymore.
Oh yeah, totally.
Maybe
So
Hestu
you'll
could.
see here that we've got some parts.
If
already
Age of
kind of set up
Calamity
for
is
us.
considered
We're gonna use
canon.
Very
Ultra Hand.
conveniently.
Very conveniently, and we're going to use Ultra Hand. So a quick primer on Ultra Hand is that it works a little bit like Magnesis in that you can pick up
Yeah.
objects, but something that's
Right.
new now is that you can actually rotate objects as well.
Oh,
and it doesn't have
you
to be
can
an object
rotate
made
it.
of metal, which was the limitation in Breath of the
Huh.
Wild. That is completely not a thing in Tears of the Kingdom. And so we'll pick up this piece right here, and you're going to see too. I'm going to actually come at it from this angle.
Right.
Easier to see.
You can see that glue.
Yeah, the glue is really important because it'll show you where two pieces will snap together and you'll see the little glue sort of form. But don't fret, if you put something together and you're not too keen on how it looks, just shake the right stick and you'll
Or
be
how
able
it
to do it.
functions, right?
Right.
Shake the
Because
Yeah,
stick.
that's
physics,
really
weight,
important,
Like
yeah.
all of that stuff is
Does
really,
that
really
mean that
important.
he's
You're right.
supposed to
Okay,
press
I'm gonna
the
chop down a tree, actually.
stick, or can you also shake?
This axe.
Oh,
So
so
right
that's
now
what that
you are
weapon the
building
Bokoblin and the
something to
trailer was
send
carrying.
The little Korok on their way over to their friend.
Oh, yeah,
Stone
correct,
axe.
Yeah, and I've put this Korok through a lot, so I'm being gentle this time. Let's just move over here.
It's true.
Oh yeah, no,
We've
I-
seen it.
Yeah, you don't want to know. But I'm
Ah.
gonna quickly place this here. And
I
you'll
like
see that
this
it works.
hook.
You should always test
Oh.
out designs, in my opinion, just to make sure.
Yeah, but isn't it gonna
Just throw caution in
go
the wind,
away?
you know,
Oh yeah, and
see
just
what
go for it.
happens.
But this
Don't let it get
turns
too
out
far.
to be
Yeah.
a good
Oh.
opportunity to set up how recall works. So here's recall.
Nice.
I'm able to basically reverse
That's
this object's
smart.
momentum. And there are two things
I
missing
like
from
that.
this little raft, and it's myself and the Korok. And you can switch to Ultra Hand while the recall is happening.
Ah!
Pro tip, so don't
That's
feel
gonna
that,
create a lot of
you have to
interesting glitches.
necessarily stop
Wait.
recall in order to do that.
You can
gonna fast-
ultra hand
Look at him
the
flip.
Korok or the
Oh,
backpack.
okay, the Korok has calmed down.
Probably the
I'm gonna
backpack.
attach the Korok.
A
Yeah.
little bit. Still,
Yeah.
still sweating.
Yeah.
Still sweating kind of a lot.
I'm gonna drop this there. And
Clearly
we're gonna,
doesn't like being moved around with Ultra Hand.
Yeah, we're gonna ride across.
I want to see how
Ooh, right
fast
through the
this
clouds.
goes.
Yeah, it's a nice little vista.
Oh wow,
Nice little backdrop we have here.
that's much faster
So
than
those
gliding.
materials were there on that side of the rail, and that's kind
Oh,
of a
but the-
suggestion of how to solve that
The
problem.
impact isn't
But,
too.
you
hard.
could have done
I
something
expected there to
completely
be some
different. Like,
recoil.
it's very Ultra Hand is very open-ended that way.
Yes, yeah. And on some puzzles, you'll really see like opportunities to really flex your creative muscles
Yeah.
and do something that maybe didn't work for someone else. Or
Please
something that they didn't
Tell
think of,
us
which
that
is
there's
really
something
neat.
other than a
Yay,
Korok seed as a
you
You did
reward.
it.
Yes.
You did it.
And we got 2 Korok seeds for that.
Yes, the
Hooray.
Korok seeds still in the game. They still smell funny. We'll leave
In case anyone was wondering.
right.
What's in
Please
the
tell me
text?
that there's
So
not
clearly we want people to
900 of
think about what
them.
they smell like.
And if there is, there's actually a
All
good
right, so
reward this
I
time.
could use my little raft on a hook to cross this, but why not go in style?
Oh, that's
Oh.
cool.
Nice.
Oh,
my
it has
goodness.
Yeah, we saw this
guided
very
shield
briefly, shield surfing
surfing.
on a rail. We saw that very briefly in an earlier trailer.
I was like,
but the cut was so
that's
quick
gonna
that I didn't
require
realize
some
what I was
precise
looking at. And
precision
then when
to
you
get
showed
along.
me that you could do it, my mind was blown.
Oh yeah.
I
But-
do want to point out we just used the glider. We used the glider earlier as well. So that is returning. That's a returning element. And you'll see some things, obviously, that are returning from Breath of the Wild and a ton of new things. But yeah, just wanted to point that out. Also, the pin that you put in the chest earlier as
Yeah.
well.
Absolutely.
That's right. Yeah, we should probably mention that like the Great Sky Island also is it's sort of like the Great Plateau from
yeah.
Breath of the Wild, in that this is where you'll
That
learn
was
your
difficult to
abilities.
figure out.
You'll come to this area very early in the game, but you'll see some of the items
So
that
that's
we
the
have
wind
actually
thing.
we've gotten later in the game. So we've come back to the Great Sky Island here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's why they have the
Well,
We're
paraglider.
setting up to talk to you about Fuse.
Zeltic said
Yay.
that
This is me with
you
Fuse
don't have the
activated, running around
paraglider
a
at
piece
the
of material
beginning.
that I want to Fuse.
Oh, wait.
We're under attack. All right. So, night has descended, so let's just quickly get rid of this keys. Normally I wouldn't fight with a weapon that is not fused in some way, and actually
Keys
you
have,
can
like,
do that.
or
and if you
HP
do,
or something.
you may notice I did that earlier with like a rusty broadsword, which is not in a great shape. But Kendra, what do you think? Why don't we set up for folks just how Fuse sort of works?
Yeah, so Jose has the rusty broadsword. It's not in very good shape right now, but the super awesome thing, I mean, there are many awesome things about Fuse, but one of the super
Yeah.
awesome things is that you can take a weapon that's about to be destroyed when you use it, and once you fuse it, it actually lengthens its lifespan. So
Yeah,
it's
that's
just a
gonna
really
be
nice thing that
so
you can work
cool.
with, aside from the fact
And
that
they-
you can
Nintendo
be
almost
attacked by this
never
guy,
listens to
and,
criticism.
We're
and
being
it-
attacked.
This time
yeah,
they
and
took all
also,
the
as you see, the,
weapons
the Korok
breaking
frond that's now attached to
thing,
the sword is
and they
creating a
actually
gust of wind.
fixed it.
So you can
They
play
saw the
with combining different
climbing,
elements and see
and
what
they-
do.
So I
They saw
wanna
the issue with the
take my time
rain
on this
climbing,
fight for a second,
and they
because,
added
even though you
descend.
should prepare before a battle, I'm just going to quickly improvise here. I'm going to drop a piece of amber. I'm going to drop 2 pieces of amber. And then
Oh,
I'm going to
why
switch
does
over
the
Yeah.
to
amber
wooden
look
stick,
different?
and I've got a shield that has nothing on it. So I'm
Like,
just
I
gonna
love how
it's the
quickly-
same
patient Semi is
material.
while you
yeah,
would
while
just
I'm
like
doing all this
But
preparation.
have
why
a
does
little
it look
craft
different?
time over here.
Yeah, so check out my shield right
Can
now.
you still
So I've
parry?
got a piece of amber
Oh
attached
wait,
to
yeah,
it.
there
One
was a
thing that's
parry in
cool
the
is that
recent
button that
trailer.
functions to parry can also now attack as well.
That's amazing.
Uh-huh.
Offense and
But
Oh,
does
defense.
that do
nice.
damage to the
Also, perfect
shield
parry,
or
which
just
was
to the
totally
amber?
planned. I'm not even gonna pretend that I did that by accident.
So now you're dual wielding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so by fusing certain materials to your shield, you can even fuse weapons to your shield.
Mhm.
You can essentially, dual wield, like you say. You can have 2 attacks, one with the weapon in your hand and one with your shield.
Yeah, check out my weapon too, right here, right? Like,
Yeah, that's really
Yeah.
cool.
yeah, when you attach some weapons, right, like you got sort of a slightly more ridiculous look where it's
Right.
Korok
I don't know
frond
what you're talking about, Jose. That
and
was
a-
cool.
Three,
Yeah, rusty
three
broadsword.
spears
But in the other example, you'll see that it's a bit more of a clean fuse. and it
sticks
looks
up
pretty
to the height of the
Right,
tree.
yeah, it's
Yeah, that's
created like a
gorgeous.
blade-like weapon. It isn't just simply a piece of amber stuck on the end of a sword.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Okay, so.
But it
just gonna
is
take
just a
that
piece
stone
of
Are we ready for
amber,
that camp?
amber
'Cause,
stuck on a
Yeah,
shield.
we're gonna
Yeah.
go back
Yeah.
to that
Show that
camp right
camp.
now.
Let's get.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice. You got a piece of opal.
Oh yeah, that's
Wow.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Score.
very
Yeah.
lucky. Yeah.
Is the Zora
So,
armor returning?
If you look at my mini map right now, you'll see that that pin is now somewhere up there, and we can't really. I mean, we could climb this. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, you can still use Breath of the Wild thinking to approach this game,
Mhm.
but why not try something a little out of the ordinary? So we're going to talk about Zonai devices. Now, these are devices that can be found out in the world in 2 ways. One of them is you'll find them sort of thrown out as part of a, just a stash of things, and the other are these Zonai capsules that you'll see here. I'm going to take one device out. I have a
Spring.
spring. I'm actually going to take out a fan too. Why not?
So you're applying
Okay.
Tears of the Kingdom logic here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tears of the Kingdom logic means that devices can be used to do all bunch of stuff. You may remember this fan from Mr. Aonuma's video, and you'll see that it'll take me up a little bit of a height, and that's great. I put out 2 fans. That was kind of a waste.
And
But
it's depleting
what if
your
you-
battery at the moment.
Oh yeah.
So you
That's
have,
right.
yeah, you have
So
a
the-
battery. Go for it.
Oh,
sir.
so
Oh,
the
no, I was just going to say the Zonai devices run off of your energy cell.
but not
So,
the spring,
You'll
right?
see that this Zonai device springs rather violently. That's some serious business.
Oh,
but
but
what's
you have
cool
to
about
hit
this
it.
thing is that it can also give you serious
And there's
height.
no bombs.
That's
Oh,
Nice.
significant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's
really is.
Yeah, like why climb? Like you
Right.
have other ways to
wait,
do
but how are
things
they
now,
gonna
so-
Well, if
prevent
you
us
don't wanna
from
leave it
getting
behind,
to
right, then you-
Yeah.
later
No,
Sky
that is true.
Islands?
Yeah.
And
you're not
just
in short supply on those.
hitting the Zonai devices one more time. Those are the capsule forms are Zonai devices that you can carry around with you in your inventory, which is awesome because that enables you to pull them out in like a time of need or use them in ultra hand constructions.
Oh yeah. So we have our material selections here, and I'm able to sort it in a couple of different ways. I'm going to quickly sort over to where I can drop some Zonai devices because we're not done. We're going to drop this spring here, and I'm actually going to show you that these aren't just devices that function in the world, but they can
Oh.
also be fused.
Wait.
Yes.
Fuse it to our shield.
Oh.
Yes,
You'll
you
see
are.
That it's a much more
Oh.
size than sort of the
It's
large
magic,
version.
Zonai magic. Don't.
Yeah.
Yes. Don't worry.
Oh.
Yeah,
Don't
think
think
about it
too
too
hard.
hard.
Don't
Yeah.
think about it too hard. All right, I'm going to equip another rusty broadsword, and this time I'm going to ask for participation. Name something on this bar that you want me to fuse.
Two to the left there.
The meat,
Oh, right here.
Oh yeah, let's
the
do a
rush
rush room.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's do
meat
it.
arrow.
So we're going to drop it. I'm going to fuse. And you'll see we have sort of our mushroom.
You are looking really cool right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
And you're ready for battle.
All right, let's
Yeah.
get into this
I'm
game.
gonna say the
Okay.
mushroom looks
there.
pretty
To
ridiculous,
battle.
but I don't think that he has a
Yar.
speed boost
With
from
your
it.
spring and your
So-
mushroom sword.
Guess what the spring does? Oh.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Oh wait,
Just beautiful.
so if you knock it off,
just push
do
it back. And
do
then
constructs
our
take
rush
fall
room
damage?
also,
Oh,
gosh,
goodbye.
has kind of a springy effect to it, which is really neat.
Yeah, mushrooms when fused to weapons, they give you like a bouncy effect. Which,
Oh my
Oh,
Wow.
that is gonna be so
Goodbye.
it's thematically
powerful.
consistent with what you're
It's been
doing with your
real.
shield, right?
Oh my
like,
gosh.
100%.
just bounce them all
So
over
if you
the place.
basically don't want to battle, you can approach things as Jose just did.
Right.
But you also don't get the materials from that. So my approach.
I
Yeah.
hope
is,
that
a little
bosses
chaotic.
though
Sure.
are
We have
We have
immune
one more
to
sentry up there, and for this
that.
one,
Oh,
I actually
yeah.
want to do something a little different.
He's up there looking for his friends.
Is he gonna
we've been
wind
talking
bomb?
about fuse, and
Okay, they don't
you
have
can not just
bombs in this game.
fuse materials to weapons and
Sad.
to shields. You can also fuse them to arrows.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Mr. Aonuma has already kind of shown in his video that if you fuse a Keese eyeball, it'll
Yeah.
sort of find its target, even if you sort of aim in the
I
general
don't really
direction.
think that I'm
Right.
ever
I don't
gonna
wanna do
use
that. I
that.
wanna
I
show you
never
something
had
really
trouble
cool.
aiming
So-
in Breath
Wait,
of the
let's fire,
Wild.
can you fire a normal arrow first?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's
let's
fire
do.
a normal arrow
if I
so we
wanted
can see.
to hit this enemy, I'm actually
You
gonna
have to
move
get
up a little
like
bit.
a lot closer.
Yeah.
A lot closer, and I could hit him, but
Yeah,
you can
it's
see there that
close.
I'd have to arc it, and there's all this sort of like, it's been done, but why not do it a little simpler?
Nice
Wow.
shot.
Critical
That
hit,
was
yeah,
amazing.
yeah, pretty
Yeah.
good.
Perfect.
And now the chest is open, but we're not going to open this chest because we want to leave some secrets for folks at home.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
So,
why
but
did
when
it
you
have an
fused that
ultra
keys wing
hand
to the
thing on
arrow,
that?
It gave it
On the
it
chest.
extended the distance that the arrow flew,
yeah.
so you didn't need to arc it as much.
Well, and that's not all. Check this out. If I take this key swing and I fuse it to this two-handed weapon, and I throw it.
Oh my
How
god.
Oh.
far that went.
Yeah, that's
Whoa.
awesome.
Pretty neat.
Way
There
out
is
there in the water.
Also
nothing
just threw away a two-handed
left
weapon.
in
But
this
Yeah.
game
Judge. right.
We'll
was-
find
it was
another
for a
one.
good
Don't-
cause. It
we'll
was for a
find
good
another
cause.
one.
That-
Don't worry
that they
about
didn't
it.
Okay,
think
so we got
of.
some choo-choos.
Yep. So for this one, I'm going to use a precious stone, and just quickly, why don't you guys talk about the elemental properties? here that are
Yeah, okay.
associated?
So this is new for Tears of the Kingdom. Is that the precious stones in Breath of the Wild? You could use them to sell for rupees, or you could use them to
Yeah, but
upgrade
that's
your
a pretty
equipment, right?
expensive
But that was
trade-off.
about all you would use them for.
Like,
whereas here
elemental
in Tears of the
arrows were
Kingdom,
pretty
now
easy
they
to
all have their own
obtain,
elemental
especially
properties.
compared to the
And obviously,
gems.
Jose just used an elemental property that works really well against these water-type enemies.
Yep.
So it just took them out.
Oh,
in
wait,
one-
they have
one
types
hit.
in
Not
this
that
game?
choo-choos are particularly strong, but
No, not at all.
And they also, it turned their choo-choo jelly turned into, yes, the
Yellow.
yellow choo-choo jelly. so-
Right.
So you can also
Oh,
throw
wait, you can
materials by hand.
throw?
You can throw this one.
Yes.
Let's
Alright.
let's show yeah.
Oh,
so-
yeah.
Throw
so hand-holding
materials?
an item and throwing it is new for
This
Tears
game
of
is
the
gonna
Kingdom.
have so many
And you can
glitches.
also do that with the precious ores.
Yeah.
This might
And the
This might
area
be
of
more
effect
broken
on these,
than,
can we- yeah, let's
Oh, yeah,
let's show real quick.
All right.
The
I would
Ocarina
take
of
cover if you ever
Time.
throw one of these because
Yeah, stand back. Look at that.
Wait,
it's pretty massive.
but if the
Jose's
ruby
just
is
over
the
here causing
bomb,
forest fires. No big deal.
what's the
Sorry,
fire?
sorry,
Chopping down
sorry.
trees.
Yeah, it's a good thing that you got some elevation before you toss that
Oh, yeah,
because like
no.
if you just toss it on the same plane, you're 9 times out of 10 you're gonna injure yourself.
I got injured as well. Saw
Yeah.
a few game over screens. I've
Chopping
got.
down
I don't think
trees
that we're gonna
again.
have any-
Again.
Yeah, sorry. I'm
Okay,
chopping
but
down
there's a
Korok
reason.
leaves,
purpose.
though.
Yeah,
There's
that's
a
right.
reason this time.
Yeah, let's show folks. Right here, our next objective is I would like to cross this
The lake,
little stream
yeah.
here. But if we look at nice dive, if we look at our stamina wheel, I can't swim that.
Yeah.
Probably not going to
Or
go very
could
well.
you?
Or could you?
Let's just experiment.
Yeah, so you'll notice that we have some sails here, and we had some trees that were already chopped down, but I added to the mess.
Yeah, you did.
I'm going to get one more. Ooh, another.
So the game is like soft suggesting to you maybe that you could build a boat here
Oh, yeah.
to get across.
Yeah, and so we're going to use
Well,
most of
yeah,
it. We're
I
gonna build a
mean,
boat.
that's what
I
Aonuma
gotta
did.
say, I could spend hours doing this.
Yeah,
In fact, I
Just
kinda
building
yeah.
boats.
just by virtue of like really being curious about what's possible and what I could do.
Oh, wait,
I just
you can
remembered one
attach
of
it
the
at a
things, I wanted
45-degree
to mention
angle.
is,
So
that
you
this
could
leads into
actually
really
build
nicely
like a
is,
real boat
in
and
this
not
game,
just a little
there are
raft.
many different ways to solve the puzzles, and I found that to be true in Breath of the Wild as well. But I feel like in Tears of the Kingdom, there's
That
even
seems
more
kind
of
of
that with these new abilities.
uneven.
And I
Yeah, that's
personally
better.
am really excited to
But it
see
does have
what
a,
people
a,
out
a
in the
snapping
world are going to
mechanic, so it's
create,
not
what
an infinite number of degrees.
like what abomination is Jose
Or what amazing
creating?
things. Yeah.
Yeah, an amazing thing. I mean, abominations can be amazing too.
Yeah, they
you know?
can. Yeah, no, it's true.
Abominations can be amazing.
I like to take a not,
This isn't-
not typical approach.
This isn't looking much like a boat, Jose.
It's not yet. Give me a minute. There's a vision.
Okay,
Vision.
okay.
I believe in you.
Yeah.
Aw,
I've made a lot
I
of boats
forgot
in my time.
acorn
but
arrows
this is a
don't do
design
anything
that,
except
you know,
damage.
stood out to me as
I mean, I
something
guess
that
it makes
wanted to
sense.
pursue.
Jose
but-
always has something up his sleeve. Like every time he's building something, it looks different than
What?
the last time, and we don't really know what it's gonna be.
I mean, this is one of the things I love
This is
about
like a-
Ultra Hand, though, is that like it's this perfect confluence of raw imagination, questionable engineering, and then curiosity, right? 'Cause,
Yeah.
like there's this sense of anticipation when you've been building something and you're about to like activate it for the first
Oh.
time and see whether or not
I
it's gonna
finally
work.
understand
See,
it.
that's a boat.
That
okay,
kind of looks
okay.
like a trebuchet.
I'll take
I'm
your
not
word
sure
for it.
I
that
just
it
wanna
would
see if it will
work in
float.
real
Will it
life,
float?
but
I recommend this being
what is the
Uh,
fog?
a tall building.
That
It's
is
leaning-
barely.
it's leaning a
floating.
little
All right.
bit.
Hey,
yeah.
but it floats.
But
All
it does. You're
This
right.
the-
You're right.
That's
The
because he
maiden
put
voyage
the
of
sail
the
on
SS
wrong.
Apologies in advance.
All right, we got to dress this up though. We're not
Yeah, let's
done.
make it cool.
All
Let's
right,
make
so
it cool
2
looking.
flame emitters. Let's see. Let's put 2 fans on it. Oh, we got rockets. Okay.
You're gonna make it stylish too.
yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna dress this one up. So I'm not done. There's a vision. I swear.
I'm gonna have
Just
so
believe in
much
me.
fun making
And you do.
videos for this
Yes.
game.
But I really do.
Total and
though.
complete faith.
Yeah,
right
that
now.
seems like a great spot. Let's just go for it. See what happens.
But to Sam's point earlier, and something that I was trying to get across as well. is
I'm
don't be
also
afraid to,
gonna
like,
spend
test ideas
so
before you kinda
much
throw yourself
time
head first into
farming for
things,
Zonai
because
parts.
You kind of want to have at least some inkling of if it's going to actually work or not. And in fact, I've made boats that have tipped over. I have made boats that were weighted too far on one side.
I've seen some of the boats you've made.
They're
It's
pretty- and
because
they're
of the
pretty- each one
sail.
was special
The
in its
sail
own
is
way.
I don't know though. I kind of like not testing things and
the
just
sail
going
like
for it.
right
Yeah,
here
That's an approach. No.
is on
It
the
is an
right
approach.
side
Yeah, for sure. I tend to
when it's off
be
screen.
more
Yeah,
cautious.
see,
even though I take a lot
Yes.
of chances
it's
on
too
it.
I
far
love
over
this
here.
thing.
Yeah, but we're going for a really like Viking sort of.
Yes, I was
I
gonna
don't think he
say,
has enough
Look, it's very
battery to
metal.
use this
it's
though.
very metal. Are you gonna add something to the front though?
Yeah, we could.
Yeah, I
what do
feel
we
like
wanna
it
put up
needs
front?
it.
All right, let's see
Probably
what we
another
got.
flame emitter.
Yeah, all right, let's do it.
Yeah.
So
You know,
we got one more
like-
device. Why
Didn't
not?
he
Talk
already
about
take
Viking
out a
shit,
flame
let's make
emitter?
it
Yeah.
Even more of that.
Would you like it pointing outwards? Or?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's.
Also,
go-
just considering the
yeah.
fact that there's so much wood and
Oh,
there's
look
gonna
at
be
Oh
a
no,
lot of
that
fire.
looks great. That looks great.
Oh,
Yeah,
Well,
check it out.
it's a little
Seems a
little
little
off-center, but
no,
unbalanced.
No, it's perfect.
No,
Jose,
perfect,
it's
perfect.
Fine. Cool. All right. Let's try the SS apologies. for this
apologies in advance.
yeah. See how this goes.
All right, and you're
Right.
you're getting on there.
Yep,
Okay.
I'm on
Oh,
it.
boy.
All right.
Cool.
Do you have an axe selected? Yeah.
I do. I'm gonna switch off. I wouldn't recommend hitting something with an axe that's made of wood, just 'cause
Right.
sometimes you can break
You'll
it.
destroy
But
the.
you would recommend attaching.
mean,
a bunch
it's
of things
kind of
that emit
working.
Fire.
Yeah. Oh
on
yeah.
something
Always.
made of
It's
wood.
always.
Yeah, I
working
think
on its
that-
own, right? The sails are doing
But
some
let's just
work.
make it look
No.
a little.
That ran out of battery pretty fast, but it worked.
And
And it's
Hey,
on
we got to see
fire.
one of the
Perfect.